God, let me give you a word that God gave me the other day. Because when he gave me this word, I was even surprised. Like, hold on, wait a minute, God. Like, bring that back real fast. God said, I don't give you what you want. I'll give you what you need. Now, when he said that, in that moment, y'all, in that moment, I just needed him to run it back. I needed him to run it back. Because I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I don't give you what you want. I give you what you need. You be thinking like, God, I'm sitting here. Let me give you an example. And what God gives you is even more. It's even better, because sometimes you'll think you want something and it's not what you need. You could be praying for something that's going to later harm you. You could be praying for something that was never meant for you. So God said, I don't give you what you want. I give you what you need. So I was like, God, go in detail. Like, what are you saying, God? He said, I don't give you. I know you're like, why do you keep repeating this? But I need you to understand this word right now. He said, I don't give you what you want. I give you what you need. And in that moment, it just meant so much to me, because it's something that I was praying on, and it's something. This is the reason why this word is coming to you. It's something that you've been praying on. You've been asking God, and you're wondering why God have not gave it to you. You may think, for example, just give me a word. God, I need you to remove all of me and bring forth all of you, because this word shall be delivered. You may think, I'm praying for a husband. I'm praying for this car. I'm praying for this house. I'm praying for a financial breakthrough. This is the example he's putting in my head. Say, for example, you want to be a teacher. You praying for a position to be a teacher, and you're like, God, you're sitting there and you're praying, you in deep prayer, like, God, I need you to open this door. I want to be a teacher. I already know the classroom. I got it all set up. God, all I need you to do is give me the financial breakthrough, or you put me in the school that I'm meant to go to, and you're praying for this position. And then next thing you know, you get an email or you get a call, and they're like, hey, I see your resume. I know you wanted to be the teacher, in the teacher position, but we're currently not hiring for that, but we are hiring for a counselor at our school. So in that moment, you thinking like, God, I've been praying for a teacher position, and they come to me with a counselor position, but you don't know in that position that the God gave you is something that you're meant to do. You have a purpose there. So you may be thinking, I'm just going to school because I'm going to school, or I'm going to this school, so I want to teach these kids. This is what I love to do. I love to teach. But he don't give you what you want. He gives you what you need. So they're like, we have a counselor position. You take it thinking, okay, maybe this can just get me in the door. But this is what you need, because God's going to use you as that counselor to speak life into those kids. You may save a life that day. You may tell them something that they never heard. You might just show them something that'll change their whole life. And I know you may be thinking like, what? Wait a minute. So what I'm telling you is that some things that you may be praying on, it may be God's will. Like, God can put desires in your heart. He can give you this imagination. That's where imagination comes from. It comes from God. But sometimes when your prayers are not being answered, it's because it's not what you need. It's what you want. And God sometimes will even let us get our wants. You ever got your want, and that want was the thing that hurted you? For example, you praying about this man, like, God, I love this man. He do this, he do that. God, I need you to change him. And if he's not for me, I need you to make him for me. I know you pray that prayer. So what I'm telling you is that the moment that you pray that prayer, and God allowed this person to come into your life, just because you kept praying, asking God for this person, and then you're like, after all that prayer, that person end up hurting you. They end up hurting you. And now you're talking to God like, God, how could you allow this? How could you let me go through this, God? Like, I prayed and prayed for this man and this and that. And you thinking because you prayed for that, because that's what you wanted, it was not what you needed. But in that moment, God allowed you to get what you want, just to show you this ain't what you really want. But I'm going to show you what you really need. So your wants ended in pain, but in the mix of God giving you what you wanted, you learned something from that. You grew from that. You learn how to love yourself. So in the mix of everything that's going on right now, of what you want, if God is giving you something that you want, it's either something that's meant for you on your walk, or it's something that's going to teach you something. It's going to take you to where it is that God wants you to be. So don't be quick to think like, hey, if I had this, I'm going through this, I'm asking God for this. Like, God is not hearing my prayers. Sometimes your wants is not what God needs for you. It's not what God wants you to have. So don't give up your prayers. Don't get discouraged. When God hit me with that word, y'all, I was like, God. I was like, God, are you for real? Like, are you for real? You don't give me what I want, but you give me what I need. And in that moment, I know he was telling the truth, because it been some things in my life that I prayed on. I prayed and 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 I prayed. And finally, I got what I wanted. And it didn't turn out how I wanted. And I didn't want it no more. It wasn't making me happy. That's why I say don't pray for happiness. Pray for joy. Because happiness can be taken, but joy is everlasting. So when God gave me what I wanted and it wasn't what I wanted anymore, it changed. But then God came with what I needed. And it changed my whole life around. So when you start praying, pray and tell God, like, hey, I need you to remove all of me and bring forth all of you, God. I know I may want this thing, but let me know, is this what I need? Let me know, is this your purpose for my life, God? Remove all of me and bring forth all of you, God. I need to know, is this your will, God? Let your will outdo mine. And that's the word for today, family. And this what God hit me with that. I got more on this word, even a certain word that he gave me in a specific way. I'm going to deliver it, but I just want you to sit on this. God don't give you what you want. He gives you what you need. But I love y'all, family. Stay positive. Stay blessed.